Hello everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Beats and Buck the Explorer, and with me is
Wisdom Wago.
so we are here to tell you about our experience crossing the SEME border from Nigeria to Benin Republic.
Exactly.
Damn, this experience is we saw a lot. So we are here to tell you. I'll start.
Okay.
We are here to tell you the experience, so you won't have to go through the same time. You don't have to spend as much money as we did and just get ripped off your money.
Yeah.
So starting on the trip, we took a bike from Badagry to SEME border. The bike cost us about 3,000 naira at the time of making this video. The bike cost us about 3,000 naira. When we got to SEME border, the bike dropped us somewhere. Then one other bike came. They are done as to carry us across the border, through immigration and stuff. So if you are going from Nigeria to Badagry through the SEME border, don't, even as soon as you get to that SEME border, don't stress yourself trying to get involved with any bike man saying they want to carry you across the border, because it's not even a journey, it's not a distance. And they charged us two different bikes. They charged us 6,000 naira each to do that. That's so much money, and it's money you don't have to spend. So when we were trying to cross the border, the bike, we got on the bike, and when we were going, they said we had to give our load to someone again. That we need to carry the load across the border while we go and discuss and talk with the immigration to get our passport stamped. So that's another thing. Giving that person our load cost us another extra 1,000 naira. Remember?
Yeah.
That guy. Cost another extra 1,000 naira. That's also another unnecessary money you shouldn't have to spend. So going across the border, after we got on the bike, and the bike took us to the immigration unit and stuff like that. So what you should do instead of what we did is that when you get to the SEME border, when they drop you at the SEME border, you should ask like officials that are there. Don't there are some officials that will still try to like tell you that don't worry, I'll help you and do it. Don't listen to them.
You make sure that they're on uniform, like the immigration officers, they're always wearing the uniform and they are there. So like you see some guys coming over there and asking you that you need this, you need that. Yes, you need all those things. You get, when traveling, you need to know that you need your passport to travel with your passport. You also need your yellow card if you're from West Africa. You need your yellow card, yellow fever. You get, so you need to be treated. As for me, I didn't have my own I came from Abuja to Lagos, so to meet Yinka. So I didn't have my own, and Yinka told me about it. I thought I had, so I was looking for it and I didn't see it. So, but when I went there, it was really costly. It was really outrageous. I got scammed because I paid 15,000 naira for that. And when I got to the room where I took my dose, I noticed that the guy
gave me injection.
Yeah, they gave me injection.
Yeah, I don't know.
When I went there for my dose, I discovered that he paid that guy 5,000 naira. So he ripped me off of 10,000 naira. Yeah,
and he was still asking for extra money.
He was still asking for extra money
when we were leaving. He was still vexing himself for extra money. Okay. It's a different person that took you for the yellow fever. Okay, that's a different person.
It's a different person, but still the same group of people.
The same group of people.
You get, so they act as agents in the border control post.
There are a lot of them.
There are a lot of them. Those guys are just like bike men and some other.
Don't listen to them. All of them are working together.
They're working together.
We share the money. So when the bike took us, the bike paid 6,000. So when they took us to the immigration unit where you get your passport stamped.
Yeah.
So don't bother even going. If you get to the border, when you pass into the immigration center, you see there's like a particular section, the border crossover. There's like a particular section there. You see different buildings. That's where you get your passport stamped. So just look for someone that will tell you where to stamp your passport. So you go to where you are going to stamp your passport. They say you have to get two stamps, one for Benin and one for Nigeria. And the stamp usually costs 500 naira each for a new passport, but we paid 20,000 naira because when those bikes took us to the immigration side, they now introduced us to someone that's going to help us get it done fast.
But I really think that we are not even meant to pay any money for that. You get,
no man now.
Well, you don't have to pay 500 naira to get stamped.
But it's just a normal thing. Everybody's just trying to. So we paid 10,000 naira each to get our passport stamped. Then I give it to one guy and we are going to stamp the passport. We have to pay 20,000 naira. That's the guy that was grumbling later.
Yeah.
So after they have already done that, after we give it to the guy to get our passport stamped, They will later discover that I was not like, after they gave my passport, I was not asking that okay, why did we have to pay this money? Why can't we go and do it ourselves? Okay, show me the place where people usually get their passports. And the guy was like, we have to do that because so it's going to be fast. That people are always plenty. Yeah, show me the place. When I got to the place, there was no queue at all. There's nobody there. The place was empty. So we could have just gone there and gotten our passport stamped ourselves without having to pay that outrageous amount. That was like 20,000 naira that just wasted.
Yeah.
Aside that, the yellow fever card. But if you are traveling, make sure you have your yellow fever card.
It's
beforehand. And again, you should get it try to go and get more than 10 days or about 20 days. Because I'm going to tell you about my experience again. When I wanted to get my yellow fever card 10 days prior to my travel, I went to the place at airport, the Port Health Center. If you are in Lagos, you go to the Port Health Center. When I got there, they said there's no yellow fever card. How will you be telling me there's no yellow fever card? And it's something you know that everybody's going to be coming for every day to use to travel. You're telling me there's no yellow fever card. That, okay, I asked them, okay, when is it going to be available? Then they are telling me they don't know when it's going to be available. That I should register. When I register, when it's available, they will call me. I was like, is this country functioning at all? Why would you have something that is as vital as that? Why would you have it? Why would you have it to?
This was what it was again.
Yeah, I will still show them the difference. You know, I got the fake one eventually, so I'll still show
No,
them.
I don't think it's fake. You got it from the hospital.
No, it's a fake one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they are like, they don't know when it's going to be available. But you know, I needed it urgently. So other guy was there. He was like, okay, where can we get it? We asked them, and they said they are getting it at Tinkan Island at Apapa, Tinkan Island. What is the exact address? I was telling us Tinkan Island, Apapa. So we're like, okay, let's just get to Apapa first. Then when we get to Apapa, we can ask around and get an hospital to tell us where we can get it. When we get to before we got to Apapa again, that's another horrible experience. All the roads were blocked. There's no road to pass, no road to go anywhere. So we have to now get another person come again. This Lagos everybody just want to rip you off. Another person has to just come again and tell us that he's going to take us there, and we'll pay him eventually paid him about 5,000 naira to take us there. That's another. I don't understand.
I
paid us because the road was
Lagos,
bad. Google Map was not working very well because anywhere Google Map is taking you to, you just discover that the road is blocked. So that's another. We have to now reach Apapa. Even the idiots are saying they will take us there. They don't know where it is.
Idiots. Now one for you. Lagos is actually just so crowded, and I feel like everybody's trying to rush things up. Like life there is just all about who is number one first. You have to be at the edge before you get what you want to get. So, but when you are lacking behind, even when you talk to the taxi people and the rest, like if you are not really audible, you get cheated. You get. Well, I remember when I was coming from Abuja. When I got to
Bagada.
Is it
Bagada. It's Bagada.
I forgot what that place was
Bega.
called. Bega.
Yeah.
When I got there, I got to I was going to Ikontu, and I paid 11,000 naira to go to Ikontu. And how much is it to go to Ikontu? Yeah. So these guys are really tough.
So those guy we went to one hospital. They were saying they don't have. Right, it was telling us that yellow fever card that was supposed to be like you just register 2,000 naira online to register and just go there, get your vaccine and get your card.
Yeah.
So when I got to the first hospital, that guy was telling us when we go there, that guy was telling us there is manual and there is online, I'll be automatic or something. It's not saying manual 12,000, automatic 10,000. What's it be down? That means the manual will be like maybe the one that is not scanned, because if you know the yellow fever card,
Yeah.
you have something like this. This is like a scan code.
Okay.
This barcode is like a scan code that they can use to authenticate you online. So I'm thinking that scan code is what that's supposed to be the automatic one. The online one, that if they scan it, it's going to bring out your profile online. But the manual one is the one that is not going to bring out your profile online. So you're saying that's we have to leave. He said it's not even available. He also said they don't have the card.
Yeah.
That's because they are not even doing it in this place exactly. He's just trying to look for a way to get us to do it and make some money. So we had to leave the place, and because we were still bothered that I was still like, I think this guy is trying to scam us, and there's still another place that they are doing this exactly. So we went to another bigger hospital, that's Ajeromi Ifelodun General Hospital, to get the card done there. And when we got there again, the man was like, well, okay, he's going to do it for us. Downstairs was like manual something, and the guy that was with me is traveling in the next 2 days or 3 days, so he was like in a hurry to like get the card and be done with it. So we shall get to the man. The man did this for us for like 5,000 naira. He said 5,000 naira each, but I negotiated it to 4,000, 4,000. We started with 8,000 for him. Is it 8,000? I mean 10,000. Started with 10,000 for one. Yeah, I think we started with 10,000 for one, but I ended up paying 8,000 for two. Negotiator now. It's not easy to be a consultant now.
This guy.
I negotiated 8,000 for two shares. So I got it. We got it and left there. Then I told my friends to come get their own done. Thank God they did not get their own done, and I'll show you why now. So the yellow card I got, this is the yellow card I got, and this is the yellow card Wisdom got at the border control post. So yeah, before we move into the yellow card details, from paying to 15,000 naira for a yellow card that usually cost about 2,000 naira, that's something you should get. You get a yellow card before trying to travel, before trying to cross the SEME border. Yeah, you should get a yellow card from the right sources, which is either the Port Health Center or the Tinkan Island. I think there's actually one at Tinkan Island. We searched and searched and searched online, and we couldn't even find the address. Can you imagine? They don't even have an address online. Different sites online. Everyone was just saying Port Health Center. That's the one at Airport Road in Lagos. That's the one everyone was referring to, and we were not able to. They were saying they don't have the card there. So we are trying to go. Make sure, maybe even 30 days before you travel, 20 days before you travel, make sure you have your yellow card with you, so you can be able to cross it and not have issues. So we paid 15,000 for yellow card that we shouldn't pay, 20,000 for stamping that we shouldn't have paid, 6,000 for crossing the border with bikemen, so that we shouldn't have paid, and an extra 1,000 for carrying our load that we shouldn't have paid. So when I got there again, so when I got to the border again and I showed them my yellow card that I got,
They told you it was fake.
They said it was fake. So this is the real one that Wisdom got. This is the real original one, and this is the fake one that I got.
You can even see it from the color.
Yeah, so you can see the color.
This is it.
From afar. And you can see. You can see now. You can see that this one is a little bit yellow, and this one is like a bit lighter. You can see that. So that's one of the things you should notice. And you can see the coat of arm as well. You can see the coat of arm on this one. It's like a little bit dark, like a shield when you're looking from this place. But this one, you see as if there's dots. I
think the security here is more pronounced than the other
so you
one.
can see this. You can see this one is a bit darker, very solid color. But this one is like, I think there's a dots on that coat of arm, right? So another thing you should look out for is this: the color of the pages. This is the original one, and this is the fake
one.
So now look at the color of the pages.
White, pure white.
You can see the fake one color is a pure white. While this one is like a coffee kind of color, an off-white kind of color. The original one is like a coffee kind of color. That's another thing you should notice when trying to get your yellow card vaccine, to know if you are getting the right one or you are getting scammed. Okay. So another thing is this: on the real one, see what is written on the real one. They wrote something like
you can read it.
OPV2BN, whatever. I think that's the name of the vaccine name, the vaccine brand code number. That's what is written on the real one. And the fake, the man just wrote cholera, blah, 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 blah. Can you imagine that rubbish? See. So, another thing for you to take note of is that just around this place, you are not going to see it very well, but just around here, you see some kind of red dots, like a map, like a red dot, something you usually see in the currency, in the Naira note. You see there's like a silver something, something like that here. It's like red, but it's not very pronounced, but you should always take note of that too. But in this place, it's not like red, it's just like black. So that's another thing they used to check. So when I got to that immigration side, one of those Port Health officials like, "Don't see my yellow card." I showed him. They say this is fake, and start saying, and he was saying all those things that it's fake, and he showed me why it is fake and how it is fake. So meanwhile, those stress we went through and going through and paying all those money, we could have just asked the right person and gotten everything done. But because that's our first time crossing the land border. So I think there's even an extra fee if you're crossing the land border
for the
first time that your passport hasn't been stamped on the land border. They say you have a virgin passport. So I think you might not have to pay that. You might not be paying. You'll be paying more than that 500 naira. But just take note, you shouldn't be paying as much as 20,000 naira as much as 10,000 naira to get your passport stamp. Just go to the post there, then where they usually get the passport stamped and get it done. yourself, and you still have to like go and take your load. I don't know how you are going to cross your load, but when you ask the officials, they're going to tell you how you're going to cross with your load, pass across the border with your load. So after even trying to cross, I gave somebody 1,000 naira to take our load past the border. So when we gave that one the 1,000 naira, the NDLE official stopped him. So I had to go. They had to come and call me to come and open my load and search again. I had to get there. When I got there, they opened all my load from the beginning to the end, open everything, carry all the clothes, and start pressing everything one by one. After pressing everything, he still asked me, do you have drugs in your bag? If you want to ask me, why can't you ask me in the beginning? Why do you have to just start scattering my load and checking everything? Do I have drugs in my bag? When you can just ask. You can ask and I might not tell you the answer. After checking, why you still asking again? Yeah, when they check everything, scatter everything. All my clothes that I arranged, they have everything and scatter all the arrangement. But no problem. After still doing all those ones and doing their work, they still collect money. It's Nigeria, everywhere, money. Still pay money again. And left there to go and continue our wahala with the border stuff. So when we're done with the stamping of passports and getting the vaccine, then we now those bike men now took us past the border and we showed them our international passports. And we're able to cross the border. And that's how we crossed the border. And you don't have to go through all this stuff we went through.
I think when we crossed the border, so guys, I got into a problem when coming from the border. When we passed the border, we're already in Benin Republic. So these guys, they told me, do I have an ID card? I told them I don't have my ID card with me, like a Nigerian ID card, but I have my passport to get. And I was like, this passport, like, I'm already in the next place. Why is it going to be a problem with the police officers in Benin Republic you get? So when I told them, they were like, no, they don't want trouble, this and that we need to pay some certain amount of money. I'll pay 3,500.
Me that I have an ID card, safer, yeah. Even me that have ID card safe, the sister will pay 2,000.
Yeah.
If that does not have ID card, it's going to pay 3,500.
So the guy did one strange thing like that, which I knew he really cheated us. He went to the front, discussed with someone. I mean, I don't know if it's a police officer or something, in like a checkpoint. Then he came back. He took us. We went, and it was just like they were acting really funny. But I knew that like they just wanted money from us to get. So I feel when traveling, if you have someone in Benin Republic, you should ask questions like maybe someone to come over and pick you up. You get that would be so good. Then I don't really know about the transportation system. If they have something like boats or something like that in Benin Republic, but if they do, then I think it is right that you use those transit.
Even at the border, after crossing the border, there is option of taking either bus or taking bike to Cotonou from the border. But we opted for bike because we thought
it's going to be
faster. It was cheaper and faster, because I thought the cars would be taking us at around would be taking us based on both prices. So I was thinking that okay, those cars would be more expensive, but it turns out they were even cheaper. Someone I asked said those cars cost about 500 CFA to get those cars. So talking about CFA, when exchanging money again, we had to pay to exchange money 1,000 naira at the time of making this video, which is what August 2023. 1,000 naira is 700 CFA. That's how devalued naira is. I was like, And someone was saying that there was even a time that naira was about 1,000 CFA will give you 1,500 naira. But now the naira has devalued so much that CFA is not even stronger than naira. So we even lose some money. Yeah. We gave them 300,000 naira and got about 20,001 CFA. No, 200,001 CFA when we paid them 300k naira. So imagine 100k difference that we had to use as a exchange, the exchange breakdown, all this stuff. Imagine that kind of amount of money we had to use to break that change that margin. That's a lot of money, 100,000 naira. So if you are coming to Benin and you think maybe it's cheaper here down at the time of making this video, it's not cheap. It's expensive. Your naira has no value here. Yeah. But if you are spending in $1, maybe it might work for you. But as far as it's dollar, the dollar has no value. The naira has no value here. So moving on, after having the exchange, those guys that took us across the border for 6,000 naira, that walk from the other side where these guys took us to across the border is just like a 2 minute walk or a 1 minute walk. That's if you are not doing all those passports and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a 1 minute walk actually, and those guys collected 6,000 naira for a 1 minute walk. Money for connection because they are connecting us to one person and another. That's their problem. So when we got there, so I noted that I think cars are preferred because someone told me those cars charged about 500 sefa, 1,000 sefa to take it to Cotonou. But those bike man at the beginning, they were saying they wanted to collect 5,000 sefa from each one of us, which was very outrageous because someone I said it should not usually cost that much. It should be about 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 to get for one person. And they were even saying we had to take 2 separate bikes. And asking, I discovered that in Benin you could take one bike. One bike can take 2 people in Benin.
Yeah.
So they even have to make us take 2 separate bikes. That's 5,000 each. We had first agreed at 5,000 each. They said 5,000 each, but I negotiated I was going to be paying 4,000. They said no problem. 4,000 sefa. They said no problem, and we started moving. And they took us to one hotel. I said, do you know a hotel that is good? They said, okay, yeah. They took us to one hotel that is close to that is still at the extreme of the town. I was like, why will you bring us this kind of place? I said, okay, they shall talk about what's to their money. So they took us to the inner part of town, to sit down across the bridge. If you are coming here, you see one kind of bridge, water bridge. You pass across that bridge. If you check your map, you see the water around there. You pass across there, then inside the area, inside the sit down, like the major bustling up. They brought us around here, and they're not telling us, after bringing us here, they waited at our hotel and later took us to the Amazon Center. Then they were telling us we are going to pay 10,000 sefa each. That's why I don't like going into I don't like going into an agreement with someone without having a full disclosure of what the agreement contains.
Yeah.
Because I knew when they were waiting here, they were going to ask for, they want an extra money. But I don't know they were going to go as far as that. You're not telling me that the 4,000 they charged before is because of the place they think they were going to take us. That now that they were bringing us inside here, the money is more. So I was thinking maybe normally I would say okay, because I plan on giving them 4,000 is our original agreement. That okay, since they took us there to the Amazon statue from the hotel, they can also give me 5,000. They had almost 10,000. Yeah, I still argue for like 5 to 10 minutes.
The major point is
we ended up paying about 17,000.
Yeah, the major point is that when you use these people you get, don't allow them to wait for you.
Yeah.
They are just there to get your money. You get. They know you have money. They know you came here to enjoy yourself. So they want money from you. So they do everything to make you feel comfortable, happy. Everybody wants to help you in Cotonou, but it's not
for them. They want to help you, but they want to help you at a cost.
I'm telling you.
And here, please, if you are coming to Cotonou, that's the whole of our experience. But these are some things you need to note.
Yeah.
We are coming to Cotonou from Nigeria. Things are expensive. Things are not as cheap as they are in Nigeria. Things are expensive in Cotonou. A bottle of water in Nigeria that costs about, this is a big one, but in Nigeria this big one costs how much? No, 200 naira. In Nigeria this costs 200 naira.
No, I'm not sure. It's like 100.
200. The small one is 100 naira and the big one is 200 naira.
Okay, let me say 300 naira.
Let's say 300 naira in Nigeria, but in Cotonou here it costs about, even the exchange with 1 naira is 1.4. 1 naira is 1.428. So they charge us 500 sefa for this 1 liter bottle of water. So it does 500 times 1.428. In Nigeria now, that's 700 naira for a bottle of water that costs about. A bottle of water that costs about how much? It costs 300, 200 in Nigeria. They charge us 700 for it.
That's more than 100%.
That's for you to know how expensive it is. And the smaller bottles like 75 cl that cost 100 naira in Nigeria, they are charging 428 naira for that. If you are converting, they charge 300 sefa, which is about 428 naira for that. Data is another problem. Data for data. When we cross the border, we got a SIM, registered SIM for 1,500 naira. Data in Benin Republic, you get 1,000 sefa gives you 1 gig. No matter what, 1,000 sefa gives you 1 gig. There's no even offer, there's no bonus, there's no bonanza. So if you want 5 gig, you have to pay 5,000 sefa. Now imagine someone that uses data every day, that we are using about 20 gig. Some people use about 20 gig in a day. We're now paying 20,000 sefa every day. That 1,000 sefa that we're paying for that 1 gig, that's about 1,400. That 1,000 sefa that we are paying for 1 gig is about 1,400. And in Nigeria, that's going to give you about 5 gig. let's just say 1.5 because 1,428 naira. Or in Nigeria, let's say 1.5 is going to give you about 6 gig. But in Cotonou here is more expensive. Things are very expensive in Cotonou here. So don't think maybe things are cheaper here. Things are not cheap. And again, the hotel we lodged in is a mid hotel. In Nigeria, this kind of hotel will cost about 7,000 naira, 8,000 naira. But in Cotonou here, we paid 21,000 plus. When we converted it to naira, it's about 21,000 plus. The 15,000 safer, which is about 21,000 plus. That's what we pay for this mid hotel. In the hotel now has two. They say there's a room with ventilated room and air conditioned room. Ventilated room, you get a fan, that's 10,000 safer, and the air conditioned room, you get an AC, that's 15,000 safer. Imagine how we dare be hotel that is still using fan and it's still even proud to even separate it. Well, that's Cotonou way more. It's a mid hotel. If you are coming to Cotonou, I would advise to get an Airbnb. The prices on Airbnb are better and the rooms are good. You know, Airbnb rooms they are not hotels, they are like normal rooms. They are like apartments. So those rooms are better, they are cheaper based on the prices. When I compare the prices, Airbnb are better. I wanted to get an Airbnb because there were more of us coming, but the rest of us were not able to make it. So I wanted to get an Airbnb, which was very affordable, about $20. It's not $20. No, for the 2-bedroom was about $40. It was not. There are 2 bedrooms about $40, $50, $60, and they just a room apartment you can see about $19, $20, $21, $20, $25.
Yeah,
that's going to be very nice apartments, and that if you convert that to naira, and for the value you'll be getting that kind of apartment, getting a fridge, having your own kitchen, having your own room, having your own parlor, the value is much more better than getting this kind of hotel for something hotel. Getting this kind of hotel for 21,000 naira, it's not worth it. So better for you to get an Airbnb. That's going to work very well for you that are coming to Cotonou. So I think that's all about all the ordain and all the troubles we have been through, aside from the constant scam from people trying to charge us extra and stuff. So that's all from me. What else do you have to say?
So I feel just like we've always emphasized in this video, you need to make sure that you talk to the right people when coming over. Like you talk to the immigration yourself, you talk to those people with uniforms you get, they will properly help you get. Then going through all those guys, they are just there to make money.
That's their own way of making money. But meanwhile, at the end of this video, if you want to go to the stress of asking people, maybe you are too shy to talk to people or getting used to people, I'll be adding numbers to the caption of this video. I'll be adding numbers of the bike man that brought us from Badagry to SEME border. I'll add his number.
Yeah.
I'll be adding number of the bike man that took us across the border that charged us 6,000 naira. You can negotiate with him if you don't want to go through all those stress. They actually make life easy for you.
Yeah.
That's if you got money. They'll make life easy if you're not traveling on a budget like I am. You'll make life easy for you. Everything will be seamless. So I'll be adding the number of the guy that took us across the border that charged 6,000 naira, and he's going to give you someone that's going to carry your load across the border. Yeah. And I'll also be adding the number of the guys that took us from the Cotonou border to the guy that took us from the Cotonou border. Yeah, right. Yeah, from Benin Republic, from the border from Benin Republic to inside Cotonou. I'll be adding his number so you can also contact him if you are trying to come around here. And I'll add his number, but in case you need it, you can get it there. But it's preferable for you. It's preferable for you to take a car or take someone else, because we knew that from the end of this video, we knew that they ripped us a lot. Yeah. So I'll be adding his number as well. Okay, and
so guys, that'll be
all for everything. Thank you for watching our video, and thank you for always subscribing. Join us on the rest of our journey to Cotonou. If you haven't been watching any of our videos about what we are exploring in Cotonou, I advise you stay tuned to our channel, subscribe and turn on the post notification, so when we are dropping other videos, you'll be able to see them. All of our videos and all of our experiences in Cotonou, will be posting videos of the Amazon Center, the Snake Temple, the Python Temple, Casa de Pepa, Barb's Dock. We're going to a lot of places in Cotonou.
A lot of places.
Yeah. So stay tuned and just watch the videos. You're going to enjoy them because we're giving out you the true facts and true things about these videos. And thank you for, if you're a previous subscriber, thank you for always coming back to our channel. And if you're a new subscriber, a new person viewing our video for the first time, I think this is the channel. Our channels are channels you need to follow for based on traveling tips and knowing places, things about places and budget traveling. I'll be giving you budget traveling cost breakdown of everywhere we'll be going to. So stay tuned and thank you very much. Go to the next video and always next
Subscribe,
video.
guys.
Subscribe. Bye.